hmm You know, a lot of civil matters involve all kinds of different lawsuits. Yes. And I'm concerned about protection orders that have been issued using fraud, forgery, and felony. Yes. I'm concerned about a dissolution of marriage. Yeah. Where I never got a copy of it. Yeah. Now I'm thinking of starting a law firm with approximately 1,000 attorneys. Yes. That are all recent graduates of law school. Yes. Where they understand that if the federal government's paying $125 an hour, it would be a pretty good profession for the first 7 years of their professional life. Yes. Now, I've had a lot of frustration because I've emailed thousands of attorneys. Yeah. And I keep documenting this fraud. Yeah. Of kidnapping my sons. Yeah. And somebody said, well, we're just not going to enforce the laws. Now, yesterday I mentioned bankrupting the courts. Yeah. I'm very serious about doing this. So why don't you get me how much these QLSPs get an hour? Yes, he does. Because it's different than a public defender's office that contracts with the county or the city. Yes. See, this is the waiver of court and clerk's fees and charges in civil matters on the basis of indigency. Now, let's say the Supreme Court didn't want to do what I say. I'd have to sue you. Pooh. I'd have to sue you for obstructing my right as an indigent. Yes. To have any county court in the state of Washington appoint counsel for me. I emailed all the counties of the state of Washington, and no one wanted to enforce the laws. I spent the last 4 years copying and pasting the email addresses of the chambers. Yeah, let's go ahead. And all these partners of the firms and all these individuals right now that said, well, there's no money in this. I'm not volunteering to represent him. Well, this whole pro bono thing could just be a big contribution to the state of Washington of every attorney. Yeah. Where now it's required that 50 hours a year you will give to the state of Washington. Because the states are going to now ask, well, how are we going to pay for this? Right. Now, yesterday I mentioned those generals and admirals. That Department of Justice. Yes. But now I'm going to sue you for the Medicaid fraud of saying that I'm schizophrenic, bipolar, and delusional. Yeah. Because of your refusal to admit the evidence that I hadn't committed any crimes. See, I actually fit the description of the indigent. Yes, he does. And I didn't want to be indigent. No, I wanted my victims' resources and restitution. I wanted to use the courts of the United States, but you wouldn't